Hey everybody, we are here on Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas. We're actually in Amsterdam right now. I'm going to give you a full ship tour of the Jewel of the Seas. It is in the Radiance class, which includes ships such as Serenade of the Seas, Brilliance of the Seas, Radiance of the Seas, and Jewel of the Seas. 4 ships. Radiance class, built for cold weather. They have a retractable glass, plexiglass or whatever, at the Solarium, which it can retract or cover during cold weather. The ship features many glass views, especially the glass elevators. It's basically the elevator comes down. It's got all glass views. So it's designed for lots of glass and lots of views of the ocean and the sights. So we're going to start off at the top and work our way down. And right now we're going to start off at deck 13, and I'll show you the Vortex and the Diamond Lounge and the Suites Lounge, and then each time we do more segments of this, we'll go down further one at a time. So here we go. All right, so to get to the Diamond Lounge on deck 13, this is the deck where you have the Viking Crown Lounge. It's actually here called the Vortex, and I'll show you why it's called the Vortex in a few minutes. But this is the signature Vortex, and you just make a left when you get off the elevators, and if you're diamond or above, you stick your card in and you push, and it's not automatic, but this is the Diamond Concierge, and this is what it looks like in here. It's always the most crowded on the first night. As usual, you see these people all ready to go before the food is even released. But it's got your hors d'oeuvres. For breakfast, it's got continental, and in the evening, it's got hot hors d'oeuvres and canopies. It's got a coffee maker. You can make espresso, lattes, cappuccinos. And then this has a nice view of the pool deck. So that is the Diamond Lounge here on Jewel of the Seas. Right, so to get to the Concierge Lounge, take a left off the elevators. I'm sorry, a right off the elevators. You go through the Vortex little area, and if you're Pinnacle or Suite guests, you can come in.
Well, it'll be her.
And so there you have a bar right here. The other lounge, they have to leave to get to your drinks. Here they have a bar right in, and you have a little bit of seating here. This has an outdoor area there for seating, and it's got the same stuff over here. Canopies, hot hors d'oeuvres in the evening, coffee maker, and has more seating here. You can sit around the bar, and I remember that. I'm going to show you something in a second. Anyway, you can sit inside here. There's a little outdoor seating. I have a picture of this on my phone from this very ship. So here's the bar area, and this is cool. This is cool. This is the original Rat Pack right there. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop. That is the original Rat Pack. That's classic. I have a photo of this, taking a photo of this on my phone right now. So that is the Concierge Lounge on deck 13. Next, we'll just go right to the Vortex. Let's go to the Vortex. And here you have to push this to exit, and this door is automatic, so that's pretty cool.
Well, till tomorrow.
So here's the Vortex on deck 13. I'll show you why it's called the Vortex. So it's got a little dance floor in here. It has a DJ playing music. Let me just show you that. So this is where they have like a club. Basically, this is the club at night, and you can see the area here. It used to be totally open, but they have the Diamond Lounge over there. So this is the bar. It's a circular bar. There's like a semi-circular place over there. Why do they call this the Vortex? This actually rotates. So all these seats, everything sitting in here, these rotate slowly at night. So you can ride around this thing. At night, you sit here and you order a drink, and while you're drinking, this thing rotates 360 degrees all the way around. So it's pretty cool. So you can see different views just from sitting in one seat. So that is the Vortex on Jewel of the Seas, and like I said before, we're in Amsterdam right now, about to leave, and you can actually go outside, which let's go ahead and stay on this one on deck 12. I'm sorry, deck 13. We're gonna go out here and just show you a little bit of the outside area since it's all part of deck 13. They won't, okay, the doors won't open, but out there, we'll show you that later. Oh, okay, there you go, you push the thing. Okay, so here's on deck 13, you have the rock climbing wall right over here. So there's the rock climbing wall. In the back here, there is a miniature golf. On deck 12 below us over here, there's an izumi, which I'll show you. But this is the little catwalk on deck 13. So here's a little kiddie pool slide, a little half-court basketball. Sorry for the wind, I wasn't even prepared to come out here, but... And this is the golf, the miniature golf. This is on deck 13, miniature golf. All right, let's go down. And there's the rock climbing wall. We're gonna go down one deck here, down to deck 12 on the outside, since we're already out here. You just go down these stairs. This is the izumi, Japanese cuisine. Deck 12. And you have outdoor seating over there, but that is izumi sushi. Okay, on to the next part. Right, we are a little bit further to the front on deck 12, and here is a bird's eye view of the pool deck. This is down on deck 11, but we're up here on deck 12. There's a TV screen right there. These are the pool deck, and there's one main pool. There's another one in the solarium, which we will see. 2 hot tubs, and the pool bar at the bottom, and the sky bar at the top. And that is the main pool deck on Jewel of the Seas. Let's go over to the solarium now. We moved further front, and here is the solarium on Jewel of the Seas. Interestingly, my friends stayed at this hotel right there, the Movenpick. Oh boy, here we go. That means we're leaving. 3 short blasts means we are shoving off. I'm gonna leave that one rolling. I'm not gonna put that one in the blooper reel, but this is the solarium. We're gonna take a better look at it closer down there on deck 11. But just want to show you, the gym is up here on forward. And we are shoving off. You see the bridge wing right there. Let's go ahead and keep it rolling here. You can actually go up to deck 13. There's like an observation up there. Just a bunch of chairs, nothing really there. And we're here in Amsterdam, shoving off, about to go on a 12-night cruise to Norway. And you see, this is like some, like condos or something, I don't know. And this ship does have a helipad that you can actually go to. Here's the gym. So I just want to show you the front of the ship on deck 12. And there you see, obviously not going that way. We're going to turn the ship around and go the other way. So that is the front of the ship on deck 12. Let's see if we can get in the gym here. Let's see. No, anyway, the gym is in here, which I will show you in a minute. We're gonna go inside real quick and do that one. Okay, so coming in here on deck 12 is the gym. It's almost identical to the one on Serenade of the Seas. They got the old school Life Fitness machines. Pretty much the same thing that they have on the other Radiance class ships. Lots of elliptical trainers. They have a little hyperextension. Same machines they have on Serenade. They do cycle classes. Let's see the bikes. These are different. Let's see what these are. These are, wow, Greg LeMond has some bikes. Let's see the clips. Ah, my bike would have worked. My shoes would have worked for these, but anyway, they will do cycle classes, and there's lots of machines on each side. And over here on the other side, these dumbbells. Oh, they have a Smith machine, so that's something that they don't have on Serenade of the Seas. And you got your benches and your dumbbells. So there you go. That is the gym on the beautiful Jewel of the Seas. So deck 11 forward, we will come in here to the Solarium. If you go that way, it's the Vitality Spa. And right here at the front of the ship is the Solarium. It's normally climate controlled. And it's a little warm in here, not bad. But these always have African motifs or Indian motifs, Asian motifs. I guess this is Asian. There's your elephant sound effects. Look how pretty that is. Nicely decorated Asian motif. You got your little beach pool, shallow areas, just you can lounge like a hippopotamus or a crocodile. It's beautiful. I actually like this better than the Serenade. I don't know why. It looks, I think it has something about it that makes it look really nice. There's your one hot tub back here. On the other ships, such as the Voyager class, they will have a bar back here. Here's a bar right here, the Solarium bar, which is typical. They do have that here on that side. On the other side, they have the Solarium Bistro. Let's take a screenshot of that. Okay, Solarium Bistro. This is where they have the famous original Kummelweck roast beef sandwich. That's right, the original Kummelweck roast beef sandwich. You got the original Kummelweck roast beef sandwich?
Hi.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. So there you go. What kind of, they got the, okay, there's the typical buns.
Yeah, we have two types of different buns.
Whoa, you do it.
One and a soft one.
You have a soft one.
Yes.
Oh boy, you're gonna have that soft and hard every day?
Yes.
All right, I want to try it with a, not now, but
Not now.
I will try it with a soft bun. That's the first time I've ever seen two different kind of buns.
All right.
And then you got your mustard. It's usually the ragout, but this looks like regular mustard. And then of course horseradish.
Yeah.
So that is the Solarium Bistro, but they also have cold sandwiches, grab and go, and some desserts, little tiny carrot cake, cookies. Very nice, very nice. So that is your Solarium Bistro here on board the Jewel of the Seas. And then if you go further back, you go to the main pool deck. And you have seating area here for the Solarium Bistro, and of course over here you have your selection of iced tea, fruit punch, water here on the bistro. So there you go, Solarium Bistro. Another view here on deck 11 on the pool deck, and you can see the TV, and that's where the Vortex and the Diamond Lounge up there. And that is deck 11. And then next we will show you the Windjammer. Alright, we are continuing our tour on Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas, and we covered deck 11, and decks 10, 9, 8, 7 are all staterooms. There is a business center at the front of the ship on deck, let's see, deck 7. I'll go over here and show you where we've been at. So we covered the top 3 decks. As I said, deck 7, there's a business center at the front. And we're gonna now cover deck 6. These are all the things on deck 6. We're gonna do the back of the ship first. Schooner bar, Chops grill, Giovanni's table, Safari Club, and in the front of the ship, we'll show you the theater, we'll show you the cinema, we'll walk through the casino, and show you what's at the front of the ship. So once again, here's the central views that you see on deck 6 of Jewel of the Seas. It's not quite as fancy and colorful as Serenade of the Seas. The Serenade has all that fancy marble, granite actually, and this is a little more plain. They have the lighted staircase, it's pretty cool, but they don't have all the colors up on the walls as they do on Serenade, but it's still elegant. All right, here is the champagne bar. It is called Vintages here, again, as usually is on the other ships. This is the granite countertops, similar to what they have on the Serenade, but down in the Centrum. And you have beautiful views. As I said earlier, the Radiance class features windows everywhere, and you can see here a beautiful bar facing the ocean. Beautiful views. Elegance here in Vintages. One little disadvantage, I would say, is all the music coming down here from the Centrum. It's all bleeds over everywhere else. So up here, it's not very quiet during the evening. The other thing is the Serenade, the Centrum is a little bit different in that they have a partition there so you can't walk through, and they have the stage there the band plays. So they would actually have to close those doors. They have some doors they can close, but they can keep it open here when there's no band there. But when the band's playing, they do play there. They close that door and kind of convert it a little bit. And then you always have your piano player there. But you can see the decor, and we'll be down there later on in the tour. But let's cover the back of the ship on deck 6. Again, there's more of the Vintages, a beautiful place. But when the band is playing in the Centrum, it can be noisy up here. Okay, so in the back of the ship, we have a nautically themed entrance. So this little area here, almost, I don't want to say wasted space, but it's just an entrance. There's nothing here to do but sit. I mean, not even sit, but watch and walk through. Look at the nautical decor. And here you go, signature entertainment bar of the fleet, Schooner bar. Here's your Schooner. Comfy couches, lots of seats down here. There's a little TV there. Lots of cool places to sit. They got a piano place over here. We'll show you that. Chops Grill is one of the specialty dinings. They have 3 on the ship. Chops, Giovanni's, and Izumi. And here is your Schooner bar. Again, more glass, more beautiful views. Some of the newer Schooner bars on places such as Harmony, Oasis, etc., their Schooner bars don't have views like this, the Radiance class. There's the piano, lots of places to sit. Here's Giovanni's table. We're gonna eat there tonight. Look at the size of this thing. Man, that's huge. It's a pirate ship. So the bar goes all the way here. It's a big Schooner bar. Next, the Safari Club, a multi-use club. They'll do trivia sometimes, they do art auctions, they do Latin music, they do the quest in here. And this is kind of like a parlor. It's got the dark wood, Has self-leveling pool tables. This one looks like it's out of service. So they have these. Reminds me of the game of Clue. The billiard room. It looks like they have this kind of off limits for the time being. Can I just walk through and we're just doing a quick video. They got the Colony Club on the Serenade, and this one is the Safari Club, but they're both based on, I guess, an African theme. Looks like they're gonna have an art auction pretty soon. As you can see, they can set this thing up for anything, but the views here on the back of the ship are great. It's a great place to hang out. There's a piano back here. And they do have this getting ready for an art auction, but look at the beautiful seats back here. You can just sit and have a drink. This reminds me of the Suites Lounge on Odyssey of the Seas and Anthem of the Seas and Quantum of the Seas, where your seats are back here. And look at the bar. Beautiful place to have a drink in the afternoon when they're open, and you look at the views. Phenomenal. So that's the Safari Club. And we're making our way out of the Safari Club back through the Schooner bar. There's the actual bar itself. We're gonna get out of here kind of fast. Again, this area here has some more seats. It's a very large bar. And then you have your entryway, which is maybe photo ops here, nautical themed. It's interesting to see the stuff that they have. It's like African safari type stuff. So that is deck 6 in the aft. We showed you the vintages. Let's go over here through. I did a separate casino tour, but I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of the casino to make our way around to the front, and we'll show you the theater and the cinema. And then there's a unique little venue beyond the casino, but there's the casino in general. The bar's in the center. They got cool decor in the ceilings. So there's your bar. And it's a small casino. We'll walk through here. We have 2 roulette tables, 1 American wheel, 1 European wheel. So what's cool about this is when you get through the front of the casino, they have something called the pit stop. Now, this would be the location of normally a pub on the other Radiance class ships, like Serenade has the Crown and Castle. This has the pit stop. So it has a theme of race cars. You have like checkered flag seats, circular bar. Looks like Dale Earnhardt. So it's a kind of a sports bar type thing. They got TVs, and it's just a bar themed of racing or sports. And they got some seats here. You can watch TV. So there is the pit stop on deck 6, and there's the other entrance to Casino Royale. All right, guess what's next? The cinema. They have an indoor, like a real movie theater, a cinema. And look at what's showing. Now showing Creed 3. Here is the cinema entrance. Forward to deck 6. Let's see if we can show you what it looks like in here. It's got very good acoustics. and you can't see it. But trust me, it's a cinema. It's got cinema style seating, just like a real movie theater. It's pretty cool. Continuing on to the front, we have the Choral Theater. And that is in the front. These are the front elevators, the forward elevators. They only go up to deck 11. So they go from 6 to 11. They are limited. So let's just show you quickly what the theater looks like. I know it's closed, but just want to show you. It's beautiful carpeting. Got the ocean themes. They call it the Coral Theater, so that is like a coral reef. So it's got ocean vibes. Pretty cool. We're on deck 6, which is the balcony section. And up here they have reserved seating for suites, pinnacles. And you can see the carpet, pretty colorful. This theater is more colorful than the one on Serenade. But anyway, so you have seatings on the side. This is the balcony seating. These are good seats right here. So it's the Choral Theater. Let's go back up. And on some of the ships, there's a bar, like in the corner there. And I don't know where the bar is here, where they would serve you drinks. Let's go over here. This is the lighting area. And there's seating up here. And on the other ships, bigger ships, there'd be a bar up here. So when they have to get your drinks, I'm really not sure. Oh, you know what? It might be downstairs. That's what it is. It's probably downstairs. So we're going to go down and show you the downstairs of the Choral Theater. So we'll do that next. All right, so we left the theater, and these elevators actually go down to 5. Oh, they go all the way down to 3. There you go. Okay, so there are staterooms up here, so I guess it makes sense. So the elevators in the front go from 3 to 12. So I stand corrected. Okay, so as we are in the North Sea on Jewel of the Seas, let's go down and see if there's indeed a bar. Oh, they got this front part closed. That's okay. We'll just walk in here. We'll just walk in here real quick. So this is where they're gonna have the top tier event today. And there is deck 5 of the Choral Theater. And here's your bar. There it is. That's where they make the drinks in the Choral Theater. So that is deck 6. And actually now we're on deck 5. Deck 6 we just did. So we're on the main deck of the Choral Theater. And there you go. On to the next section. All right, so we left the Choral Theater on deck 5. And let's show you what else is on deck 5. On one side is the little art gallery and the photo gallery. It's closed right now. And you have things for sale over here related to photos. They even got lanyards over here. They got things for your GoPro, devices. Here's the conference center, 2 conference rooms. So they have 2 conference rooms actually, and they can put them together into one big conference room. It's a great place to have a conference. All right, so that's deck 5. Photos, photo gallery, art gallery, and here are the shops. This is one side of the shops. You can walk through. Let's see what we have here. We have shops. We have the logo store, port merchant shop, where you can buy an inch of gold. I once asked, can I have an inch of gold, please? These are the lanyards that I have. One for me, one for my wife. Here's all your logo gear. I wonder if they have the Royal Caribbean backpacks that they used to make. All right, we continue. There's perfume, colognes, makeup stuff. And deck 5. Here's the IT desk, I guess, maybe the Voom desk. I don't know. They could use it for anything. And more seating. Watch the music in the Centrum. Here is your Cafe Latitudes, which has your specialty coffees. This portion is closed right now because that's actually in the shops itself. So that part is closed for today. I mean, for this morning. Good morning. Hi, giving another tour. And here is your Cafe Latitudes, AKA Starbucks. You can get your specialty coffees and you can get some good stuff put in it. Kahlua, Jameson, etc., etc. And once again, you know, it's the music from this Centrum bleeds over just about everywhere inside. Here's your next cruise desk to book your next Royal Caribbean cruise. Here is the dining room on deck 5, the Tides dining room. It is a 2-level dining room, deck 5 and deck 4. And breakfast is on deck 4, but we're just gonna look up here on deck 5 just to show you a quick glimpse. That's it, just to show you a quick glimpse. It's a light, airy, open dining room. Lots of windows. And you can see some pretty nice window seating is pretty nice and bright. And they don't have a fancy chandelier on this one, but it is an overhead light fixture. And there is the dining room, the Tides dining room. They have the stairways, and they have sometimes a little piano music and little waterfall decorations. So there is the Tides dining room. Okay, so here's where you enter the ship most of the time, through these doors on deck 4, and you have shore excursions and guest services all right here on deck 4. And right when you walk in, you're basically right into the Centrum on the bottom floor. You see the stairs. There's seating around here. There's staterooms to the forward. Here's where the band plays. Sometimes they'll play over here when they shut those doors. But there is the Centrum and the bar. There you go. And there's the Centrum. right, we are now going to do the Windjammer, deck 11. It's about 2 o'clock. There's the hours for the Windjammer. You have to sanitize. Good afternoon. And it sounds crowded. It sounds like it's a very busy time to be in the Windjammer right now, and it really looks crowded. 2 o'clock. These people must eat a very late lunch. I think everyone is sleeping late because of their time. A lot of people from the US. So it's a very crowded Windjammer. It's the same layout as the Serenade of the Seas, centrally symmetrical. You can see here the same thing on both sides, and it looks very busy. Very busy. In the center, looks like they have some sort of a station. It's a Mongolian station. Every day is a different thing here, but many days have the same thing. And you have eggs and look like an English breakfast over here. Over here on the left, you have like tuna salad. Over here is usually some sort of a grilled item. Looks like there's your burger of the day. Very nice. Very nice. Burger of the day. And on the Serenade, they had pizza over there. So, not sure if this doesn't have pizza. And this side is your mishmash of vegetables and potatoes. Over here is your desserts. I'm not going to go through a full review of the foods at this point, just show you the layout of the Windjammer. And there's coconut custard tart. Looks good. All I can say is this is very crowded in here. There's the ice cream. I don't know if it's self-serve, but people are just not working there today. I don't know. My gosh. Oh, the feature is the outdoor dining on the Radiance class ships. On the Serenade, they have a little bar right over here. It's the Rita's Cantina. Here, it's like all open. It just seems like on this particular cruise, we're on a 12-night Norway cruise. And here you have a beverage station. All you have here is coffee and some water. Oh, goodness. Things are just falling all by themselves here, but man, 2 o'clock? And normally Windjammers that I've been to are pretty empty. Most people eat their breakfast like around 12 to 1, but I guess because it's a 12-night Arctic Circle and a lot of people are way behind the time here. So in other words, I'm 6 hours behind, so for me it's like, 8 in the morning. Nine in the morning for me, but there's people here from Central US. But this is the feature of the Windjammer on the Radiance class, is the outdoor dining. And then upstairs you can make your way back up to deck 12. There's an Izumi up there on the starboard side. But I think the Serenade of the Seas, overall, I think I really like that ship better because, it even has a bar out here in the back. This doesn't. It's more colorful. You got more pretty lights in the Centrum. I have not had, believe it or not, this is our second day on the cruise. I've been on the ship for 24 hours. I had lunch in the main dining room when we boarded, which was the key lunch, and it was not that impressive at all. And that's the only meal I've had this whole cruise. There's red velvet cake. It actually looks pretty good. Last night we gambled, so all I did was eat pizza from the Solarium Cafe, and it was pretty good. I like my crust on the pizzas here hotter and crispier. This one was more soft, but let's go take a look on the other side just to see. And I'm going to get out of here. It's too people-y in here for me. Oh, here's the pizza. So that's the same stuff that they had at the Solarium Cafe. Here you have Parmesan cheese, oregano, and red pepper flakes. Don't know if they're gonna have the chili oils like the Serenade had, but anyway, this is toppings of some sort, and this is all, here you go, for the gluten-free people, gluten-free bread. So there's gluten-free bread. But it's a madhouse in here, I can't believe this. Here you got some Indian food, and here's a beverage station over there, and again your salads and stuff. Nothing here looks appealing to me at all. Nothing. Nothing. Pizza for dinner last night, and if I came here right now, I'd have pizza for lunch, but I'm saving up for Giovanni's table. So there you go. There's the Windjammer on Jewel of the Seas.